Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you guys this lovely makeup look that I've created using Huda Beauty's remastered palette. And to begin with, I am going in with my Maybelline concealer that I used under my eyes in my previous videos. I've used it loads of times. It's in the shade number 10, and I'm just taking that over my entire lid so that it's like a blank canvas for me to work on. I'm using a flat brush to blend that in. I've done my brows beforehand, by the way. That's why they look so clean. So today's palette is the Huda Beauty, and once I have done this blending for the concealer, I'm going in with the color Risk, and I'm just blending that above my crease using this blending brush from NYX. I've taken little by little and not gone in with a lot of color, and I'm just trying to wing this out a little bit. As you can see in the outer edges of my eye, I'm trying to take it out of the edge a little bit. And then I'm going in with the shade Pink Diamond, and I'm using my finger because the color pay off with any glitter or shimmery shade is best with your finger. So I'm just using my ring finger and tapping that shade in. And then I'm going back again with the same shade that I topped up onto the crease side. I'm just going over and just blending it more in, because obviously the more color you put in, you kind of realize that the other shades kind of disappear a little bit. Now I'm taking the black shade called Black Truffle, and I'm just going slightly on the outer edges so that there is like a depth and dimension to my eye. So I'm taking a very light hand and very little shade of color from the palette and just buffing that in. Now taking the shade Henna, which is a really nice brown shade, I'm going in my crease very slightly. It's not much noticeable, but I wanted a very slight hint of brown to be there. So now I'm blending that in together so that the two shades kind of blend in together, the top and bottom one. Now going back in, I am just blending everything again so that it is kind of seamless. And then I'm taking the shade Bubbly and going on the inner corner. With my liner, which is from Rimmel, I am lining my eyes, and I am going to be doing a wing today, which I normally do anyway, but very thin on the inner corner of my eye, and then just kind of winging that out. Now I'm cleaning the edges of my eye to get rid of any extra shadow, and then lining my inner eye with the MAC white liner pencil. Now I'm going in with the Photo Finish primer from Smashbox. I just got a tester recently, and I would say I really like the primer, even though I don't use much, but yeah, it's good. So with the foundation, I'm using the Bobbi Brown today. I'll list the shade in the bottom bar in description below. I'm using a brush to blend it because I feel that Beauty Blender does not tend to work with a stick foundation for me, especially this one. It's quite hard to blend, so a brush works really well. For concealer, I'm using Born This Way, and I'm just concealing my under eye in a triangular form as per usual. And then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender / blending sponge and just blending that away, and kind of like cleaning the line of where I did my shadows, where they end, so that there is like a clean line. For powder, I'm using my Laura Mercier to set my under eyes. using this brush, or sometimes I do use my beauty blender or blending sponge. That kind of I feel works much more better, but today I went with the brush. Now using a slanted brush and the shade Medium from Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, I am just concealing or contouring, not concealing, sorry, contouring my nose. And I tried to follow Kylie Bible's technique because I feel like I still haven't got no technique in terms of contouring my nose. I find it quite hard. So that's the way she does it. She just puts like concealer right next to the shade that she puts on her nose, and then takes it kind of over the brown shade. That was my first time, so I would say it did go well. It wasn't that bad, but I guess the more I do it, the more better I would get with it. Over here, I just kind of felt that my contouring shade disappeared a little bit from the bottom, but then I went over with the powder anyway, so that was okay. I also used my fingers to kind of blend in the harsh brown lines that were still kind of showing through. As I said, that was my first time, so trial and error. And for my bottom shadow, I just used the exact same one, which is the shade Risk. I lined the bottom half of my eye using that color and kind of winged it out, as you can see, just right where my eyeliner wing goes. I just winged it out exactly underneath it. And then with the inner corner, I just went in with the pink shade that I used called Pink Diamond. Lashes I just put on separately. I did not show that on camera because it takes me a while. For bronzer, I'm using my Hoola bronzer and just contouring or bronzing my cheeks and my forehead, and also my nose. For my blusher, I'm using my NYX Rosy Rush, I believe it's called. As usual, I'm just going to leave it in the description box below, but that's the one I always tend to go for. It's a really nice blush pink and matches well with this kind of makeup look. For my highlighter, I've went with the Huda Beauty highlighter. I've used the cream and powder mixture, using my beauty blender or blending sponge, whatever you want to call it. And I've just gone over my cheekbones and then kind of just blended everything in to give it everything a nice glow. And then for my bottom lashes, I'm just using mascara here, which is my L'Oreal mascara, and that's the one that I use all the time. Now using the melted shadow, I am creating a fine line, or at least trying to create a fine line in my crease, which kind of got a little bit thick, but on this eye it worked really well. It came out the way I wanted. And then for my lips, I'm using again the melted eyeshadows and just tapping the matte shade here on my lip, and then going in with a lighter shade in the middle of my lip and then blending that in as well. I really like these eyeshadows. I feel like you can use them for so many different things. You can use it as lipstick, you can use, and they're just so comfortable. Like, they work as liquid lipstick but so comfortable on my lips. I absolutely love it. and I'm planning to get more. I've just topped it up with the Fenty Beauty liquid gloss in Fenty Glow, I believe, and it's just given it really nice shine. To finish it all off, I'm using Morphe setting spray, which I'm loving nowadays, and that would set everything in place. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and do not forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell button, and I shall catch you hopefully in my next video.